Hello guys, and here is the next urban news episode. I make these episodes weekly, so subscribe to the channel not to miss the future content. And before we start, of course, I'd like to thank all my amazing Patreon and not only Patreon supporters. And we start with France, where Alstom received an order to supply 27 new generation cities trams for the city of Strasbourg. And this order is a continuation of an 8-year framework agreement signed in April 2023, valued at up to 250 million euros. The 45-meter-long trams with a capacity of 286 passengers will have 8 double doors on each side to improve passenger flow. They will consume 25% less energy than the current models thanks to modernized engines, optimized climate control systems, and LED lighting. Also, new trams will have an environmentally friendly design. 95% of the materials are recyclable and 98% are reusable. In addition, the trams are designed to reduce maintenance costs. Over a 30-year service life, the number of maintenance inspections will be reduced by 16%. Meanwhile, CAF will deliver 19 trams to the French city of Tours to be used on the city's second 12.5-kilometer tram line, which is currently under construction. And yep, this is the same Tours that is now using iPhones on rails made by Alstom. This is the third major order in France for CAF since 2022, after Montpellier and Marseille have already chosen their Airbus trams. And that's quite surprising, as most French cities have been and remain long-time Alstom's clients. First Airbus trams for Tours will be delivered in 2027 and then the rest in stages until the new line is put into operation in 2028. The dimensions of new 7-section trams should be the same as the current Alstom units on line 1, 42 meters long and 2.3 meters wide. It is not yet known whether the new CAF trams will also follow the design of the current Alstom cars with a black mask and illuminated LED stripes. The special feature of the Tours tram network is that in the city center, instead of a catenary, they use a system with a third contact rail. And so far it is not known whether these new trams will be equipped with this system or will have batteries to cover these 2-kilometer section without a contact network. The Croatian manufacturer Končar has delivered a new tram to the Croatian city of Osijek, which is a follow-up to a contract signed in September 2023 for the supply of 10 trams at a cost of $27 million. The new 3-section trams, 20.8 meters long, are fully low-floor and designed to carry 135 passengers. And in fact, it is the same model that recently arrived to Zagreb, as I discussed in one of my previous videos. Osijek system is the only one in Croatia outside the capital Zagreb. It consists of 2 lines with a total length of 30 kilometers and uses a narrow 1-meter gauge. And as for the Končar company, apart from Zagreb and Osijek, its trams also operate in the Latvian city of Liepāja. Meanwhile, in Chile, work continues on a bridge that is supposed to be the longest in the country, and the government recently announced that it's halfway complete. The new 2.7-kilometer Chacao bridge will connect the mainland with Chiloe Island, which is the largest Chilean island with about 150,000 inhabitants. After the bridge is completed, it will take only 3 minutes to get to the island from the mainland by car instead of the current 40 minutes by ferry, and it will not depend on weather conditions. The total budget of the construction, which began in 2017, is $800 million, and the completion is scheduled for 2028. The German city of Wuppertal, known for its suspended railway, has received 32 hydrogen buses built by Solaris. 19 of them are 12-meter-long Solaris Urbino 12, and the rest are articulated Solaris Urbino 18 buses, so now Wuppertal has one of the largest hydrogen bus fleets in Germany. Their electric motors receive energy from a fuel cell made by the Canadian manufacturer Ballard. To refuel the buses, a special refueling station was built at the depot, and the process of its arrangement took 2 years. By the way, in general, hydrogen buses are big and a complex topic, and I think it's good to make a separate video about them, so if there are any experts in this field among my viewers, please let me know in the comments. Spain is continuing the modernization and expansion of San Sebastian Norte Atotxa station, which will be the first in the Basque country to benefit from high-speed trains scheduled for 2030. The project, with a budget of 93 million euros, includes the extension of the station by 2 floors, with an architecture that differs from the original reconstructed historical part, adapting it to the new needs of rail transportation. And the restored historical platform shed is placed next to it. The new station is increasing its capacity both in the halls and on the platforms, paying special attention to connections with other public transport or configuring entrances and connections with the bus station. In addition, the station will include a new public square in front of the Tabacalera Cultural Center. The idea here is interesting, but as for me, this new square lacks landscaping and trees, and these renderings make it look rather uncomfortable, because essentially it's a large rectangle paved with the tiles. In its final configuration, the San Sebastian Norte station will have 6 tracks and 5 platforms. The long-distance and high-speed standard gauge lines will have 3 central platforms 410 meters long, which will be able to accommodate double trains. At the same time, local trains will have 2 side tracks, which are planned with a mixed gauge with a 3rd track to ensure compatibility of both standard and Iberian gauge trains. In general, the station is part of the Basque high-speed rail project, which will allow trains to arrive in Bilbao and Vitoria-Gasteiz, in which the Spanish government has invested 4.9 billion euros, with a budget that could increase to 9 billion. Meanwhile, the Polish Railways has selected a contractor to build a new railway station in Częstochowa, and the most profitable offer, about 28 million euros, was submitted by Texam from Krakow. By the way, this is how the current station looks like, which is planned to be demolished. The project includes construction of a complex of 2 facilities, a railway station and a bus terminal, which will allow passengers to use intercity, regional and city transport in one place. The new station concept was selected at International Architectural Competition in 2019. It will have a simple form of a passage over the track, supported on both sides, west and east, by glass tile bays, and the look will be complemented by a freestanding clock tower with a milk glass facade cladding. The building will meet modern requirements for inclusiveness, and the reconstruction of a roundabout located close to the station is also planned. And that's all the news for this time. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next videos.